Throughout history, whispers of an event known as the 3 Days of Darkness have circulated across spiritual traditions, ancient prophecies, and mystic teachings. Some view it as a period of profound transformation, an initiation into a new age where humanity sheds its old ways and ascends to a higher consciousness. Others perceive it with trepidation, fearing it as a time of great uncertainty. But what if this event is not about destruction, but renewal? Erica Cooper delves into this enigmatic phenomenon, exploring whether these 3 days could unlock humanity's hidden spiritual potential. Could this be the catalyst that reshapes the destiny of our species forever? The legend of the 3 Days of Darkness has been spoken of across various cultures and spiritual traditions for centuries. Some describe it as a time when the earth will be engulfed in complete darkness, when the sun, moon, and stars will disappear from sight. While many interpret this as a literal event, others view it as a symbolic transformation, a moment when humanity undergoes a massive shift in consciousness, where old systems dissolve and a new spiritual awakening begins. Erica Cooper suggests that whether literal or metaphorical, these 3 days symbolize a cosmic reset. In many sacred texts, darkness is not something to fear, but a spiritual pause, a time when the universe compels humanity to reflect, relinquish illusions, and prepare for something greater. Thus, darkness may not signify an ending, but an initiation into a higher state of being. History has shown us similar themes, times when civilizations faced periods of great upheaval, only to emerge stronger and more enlightened. The story of the 3 Days of Darkness might be a warning, yes, but also a promise that after darkness comes light and after confusion comes clarity. Could this event be a sign that humanity is poised to step into a new era of consciousness and evolution? Darkness is often misunderstood. It is seen as something negative, something to be feared. Yet in many spiritual traditions, darkness represents a sacred space of transformation. Just as a seed must be buried in dark soil before it can sprout into life, humanity too may need a period of stillness before a great awakening. Consider the spiritual initiations in ancient mystery schools, which often involved isolation and darkness. Monks, shamans, and sages withdrew into caves in deep meditation, not to escape the world, but to expand their awareness beyond the physical realm. Darkness is a gateway, a place where the external world fades, allowing one to connect with the deeper truths of existence. If the 3 days of darkness were to occur, what if they served the same purpose? A forced moment of global reflection, a time to step away from distractions and turn inward. In such a time, the strongest guidance will not come from the outside world, but from within. Could this event be the universe's way of awakening the dormant potential inside every human being? Many prophecies about great shifts in human history are linked to astrological events, times when celestial bodies align in rare formations, triggering energetic shifts that influence human consciousness. Erica Cooper explores whether the 3 days of darkness could be part of a greater cosmic cycle, a moment foreseen in the stars. Astrologers have noted that certain planetary movements coincide with major turning points in human evolution. When celestial bodies shift, they create energetic waves that can affect everything from our emotions to our physical reality. Some believe we are entering a period where Earth's energy is being recalibrated, and that these 3 days may be a cosmic event designed to align humanity with higher frequencies. looking at past celestial events like the Renaissance, the Age of Enlightenment, and even modern technological revolutions. We can see how they signaled profound awakenings. Could this alignment be the final push humanity needs to transcend outdated paradigms and step into a new frequency of awareness? Ancient civilizations left behind stories and teachings that seem to warn of a period of darkness followed by transformation. From the Egyptian Book of the Dead to the Vedic scriptures of India, there are accounts of a time when the world would be shrouded in darkness before humanity reawakens to its true power. In many cultures, this prophecy is not about destruction. It is about purification. The idea that humanity must pass through a veil of darkness before stepping into enlightenment is a common thread throughout sacred texts. These prophecies suggest that the 3 days of darkness could serve as a spiritual cleansing, a time when falsehoods fall away and truth emerges. Erica Cooper believes these ancient warnings are not meant to induce fear, but to prepare us. What if we are being given the chance to embrace this transition rather than resist it? By understanding these texts, we may find guidance on how to move through this transformation with wisdom instead of fear. Science has long explored the effects of darkness on the human brain, particularly the pineal gland, often called the seat of the soul. This small but powerful gland regulates sleep cycles and produces melatonin, and is also linked to the production of DMT, a compound associated with spiritual experiences and higher consciousness. In many spiritual traditions, prolonged exposure to darkness is used to activate the hidden abilities of the mind. Studies have shown that people who spend extended periods in darkness begin to experience heightened intuition, vivid visions, and a deeper connection to unseen realities. Could this mean that the 3 days of darkness could serve as a global activation of human consciousness? If this event occurs, it may not be about physical survival, but about spiritual evolution. The darkness might be the catalyst that awakens abilities long dormant within us, pushing humanity to transcend the limitations of the 5 senses and enter a higher state of perception. Light and darkness are fundamental in shaping human awareness. Scientific studies have shown that exposure to artificial light disrupts natural circadian rhythms, affecting everything from mood to mental clarity. In contrast, periods of complete darkness have been found to induce altered states of awareness, deep introspection, and even spontaneous healing. Erica Cooper suggests that the 3 days of darkness could be nature's way of forcing a reset, not just on an environmental level, but within human consciousness itself. If we are constantly bombarded with distractions, artificial energy, and nonstop stimulation, how can we ever hear the inner voice of wisdom? Perhaps this event is not about losing light, but about gaining clarity. When external noise is removed, we are left with only ourselves, our thoughts, our emotions, and our connection to something greater. Could this be the perfect moment for humanity to finally step beyond illusion and into a deeper understanding of existence? Throughout history, mystical traditions have spoken of shifts in dimensions, periods when reality itself transforms. Some believe the 3 days of darkness could be more than just an external event. It could represent a transition into a higher state of existence. Many spiritual leaders suggest that our current reality is a third-dimensional experience, limited by time, space, and material focus. If this darkness arrives, could it be the key to unlocking the next level of human awareness. In various metaphysical teachings, it is believed that a dimensional shift occurs when human consciousness collectively reaches a tipping point. This could mean that the darkness is not a punishment, but a necessary step toward activating higher states of perception. Some even theorize that this shift could alter the way we perceive time and space, unlocking abilities such as heightened intuition, telepathic awareness, or even spontaneous healing. If the physical world dims, our inner light may have the opportunity to shine brighter than ever before. Erica Cooper suggests that this transition is not about leaving one world for another, but expanding our awareness to perceive beyond the veil. Just as a caterpillar enters a cocoon before emerging as a butterfly, humanity may be stepping into its own period of metamorphosis. Could these 3 days be the cocoon that propels us into a new way of being? One of the greatest challenges during times of uncertainty is how we choose to react. The idea of darkness, isolation, and transformation can trigger fear in the collective consciousness, making it easy to fall into panic and distress. But what if fear itself is the real illusion, the thing that keeps us from embracing the opportunity for change? Fear operates at a low vibrational frequency, keeping individuals locked in states of survival. Throughout history, times of great awakening were often preceded by periods of fear, chaos, and confusion. But those who navigated these shifts with faith, trust, and inner strength emerged stronger, more enlightened, and more in tune with their divine purpose. Could the 3 days of darkness be a test of where we choose to place our focus, on fear or on faith? Erica Cooper emphasizes that the most powerful tool during this period is our mindset. If we see this event as a catastrophe, we will experience it as one. But if we embrace it as an opportunity for transformation, we may unlock a depth of wisdom, strength, and divine connection that we never knew existed. The choice is ours. Will we succumb to fear or rise into faith? In today's world, distraction is everywhere, from endless notifications to constant external stimulation. Humanity has lost the art of stillness. But what if the 3 days of darkness serve as a forced retreat, an opportunity to pause, reflect, and realign with our highest truth? When external light fades, the inner light of awareness has the chance to shine. Many spiritual teachings emphasize the importance of silence, solitude, and deep introspection. It is in stillness that true wisdom emerges. Ancient sages, mystics, and spiritual seekers often sought solitude in caves or darkened rooms to deepen their connection to the divine. Could these 3 days be an invitation to do the same? Rather than seeing this event as a time of fear, Erica Cooper encourages us to embrace it as a time of sacred stillness. Use it as a chance to meditate, reflect on your purpose, and clear out the mental noise that keeps you disconnected from your higher self. If the world stops, it is only so that we may finally listen to the whispers of the soul. As the energy of the planet shifts, our physical and mental states will also be affected. Many who are sensitive to energy have already begun experiencing symptoms such as intense emotions, vivid dreams, unexplained fatigue, or a deep sense that something is about to change. Could this be preparation for the coming transformation? Scientists have noted that shifts in the Earth's electromagnetic field can directly impact human consciousness. When cosmic energies shift, our brain waves, heart rhythms, and even cellular structure begin to recalibrate. This could explain why so many people are feeling drawn to healthier lifestyles, deeper spiritual practices, and a more heart-centered way of living. Erica Cooper suggests that as these changes intensify, it is important to nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Eating high vibrational foods, staying hydrated, engaging in breathwork, and practicing grounding techniques can help ease the transition into this new energy field. If the world is shifting, the best way to prepare is to align yourself with the highest frequencies possible. While the idea of 3 days of darkness may seem daunting, every prophecy that speaks of it also tells of a new light that follows. Across different spiritual traditions, there is a common theme. After the darkness comes renewal. After the storm comes peace. What if this event is not a warning of destruction, but a promise of rebirth? Many ancient texts describe a golden age that follows a great purification. This could mean that these 3 days are not an end, but a transition, a passage into a new way of being. Just as night always gives way to dawn, these days of darkness may serve as a bridge between the world we have known and the world we are meant to create. Erica Cooper reminds us that great awakenings are often preceded by great challenges. What if we are standing on the edge of the most profound shift in human history? The darkness, then, is not something to fear. It is something to move through with courage, knowing that on the other side, a new light awaits. One of the most significant aspects of any transformation is the release of what no longer serves us. If the 3 days of darkness truly represent a global reset, then part of that process must involve letting go of the outdated structures, beliefs, and energies that have held us back for centuries. Humanity has been trapped in cycles of fear, division, and material obsession. But what if this event is designed to clear out these lower frequencies, making way for something higher? It may be that the discomfort of this transition is necessary so that we can emerge lighter, freer, and more aligned with our divine essence. Erica Cooper encourages us to see this as an opportunity for spiritual detox. Just as the body purges toxins during a cleanse, so too must the earth and human consciousness purge outdated energies before stepping into a new era. Could these 3 days be the final stage before humanity's awakening? As the world undergoes a massive transformation, those who understand the power of energy and frequency will have the ability to align with the new reality that emerges after the 3 days of darkness. Every living being vibrates at a certain frequency, and as the Earth's vibration shifts, so must ours. This is not just about physical survival, but about preparing ourselves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for the reality that awaits us after the transition. Those who resist change may feel disoriented, while those who embrace it will step into a higher level of awareness. Throughout history, we have been conditioned to believe that reality is something fixed and unchangeable. However, quantum physics and spiritual teachings alike tell us that our thoughts, emotions, and intentions shape the world around us. If the 3 days of darkness mark a shift in human consciousness, then the best way to align with the new frequency is to practice mindfulness, elevate our thoughts, and cultivate inner peace. If the 3 days of darkness mark a shift in human consciousness, then the best way to align with the new frequency is to practice mindfulness, elevate our thoughts, and cultivate inner peace. Fear and negativity will hold us back, while love, gratitude, and trust will guide us forward into a higher dimension of experience. Erica Cooper suggests that we start preparing now by becoming aware of our energy field. Practicing meditation, connecting with nature, listening to high vibrational music, and surrounding ourselves with positivity and wisdom can help attune us to the new frequency. The transition will not be external alone. It is an inner transformation that will determine how we experience the world after the shift. If we can raise our vibration before the darkness arrives, we will navigate the transformation with clarity, grace, and power. Imagine a world where humanity operates from a higher state of awareness, where love replaces fear, cooperation replaces division, and spiritual wisdom guides our choices. This is the opportunity that awaits us on the other side of this event. But in order to step into this reality, we must first cleanse ourselves of the old energies and limiting beliefs that no longer serve us. The question is, are you ready to shift into the new consciousness that is emerging? Spiritual leaders and visionaries have spoken of a time when humanity would undergo a great purification. Many of these teachings, once considered metaphorical, now seem eerily relevant to the concept of the 3 days of darkness. Ancient mystics, religious prophets, and enlightened masters have all hinted at an era when the world would go through a deep transformation before stepping into a new reality. Sacred texts from different traditions describe periods of darkness followed by enlightenment. In Christian teachings, it is referred to as a time when the sky will go dark before the arrival of a divine awakening. Hindu scriptures speak of the end of Kali Yuga, where the forces of ignorance will collapse before the dawn of a golden age of wisdom. Indigenous shamans and seers have long warned that humanity must prepare for a great shift in consciousness. Erica Cooper believes that these prophecies are not meant to be warnings of doom, but rather guiding messages that remind us of the cycles of transformation that shape the universe. Every spiritual master, from Buddha to Jesus, from Rumi to modern thought leaders, has emphasized the importance of going within, finding inner peace, and aligning with the higher self during times of change. Their wisdom tells us that this is not a moment to fear. It is a moment to embrace with open hearts and open minds. If the 3 days of darkness are truly part of a divine plan for human awakening, then these teachings are the keys to navigating the transition successfully. We are not alone in this journey. Our ancestors, spiritual guides, and higher consciousness have already given us the tools to rise above fear and into enlightenment. Now is the time to remember the wisdom of the past and step forward into the light of the future. Initiations have long been a part of spiritual traditions, marking the transition from one level of consciousness to another. In ancient mystery schools, initiates were placed in total darkness for extended periods to awaken their higher faculties. Could it be that the 3 days of darkness serve as a global initiation, forcing humanity to step into a higher state of being? In many cultures, darkness has been used as a tool for deep transformation. Tibetan monks meditate in pitch-black caves to activate their inner vision. Egyptian initiates were placed in tomb-like chambers before experiencing profound awakenings. Even modern neuroscience has found that prolonged darkness stimulates the pineal gland, the very center of spiritual perception and higher awareness. If these 3 days are indeed an initiation, then they may not be a punishment, but a blessing in disguise. Erica Cooper suggests that every great transition requires a period of stillness, reflection, and renewal. If humanity is truly shifting into a new frequency, then it makes sense that there would be a moment where everything goes silent, where we are left alone with our thoughts, our emotions, and our soul's deepest truths. The question is not whether we will survive the darkness, but whether we will emerge from it, awakened and ready to embrace our true potential. What if the 3 days of darkness are a test, an opportunity to prove that we are ready to ascend beyond our limitations? Rather than fearing the unknown, we must embrace it as a sacred doorway. The real transformation will not be about the external world changing. It will be about who we become in the process. Preparation is not about stockpiling fear. It is about aligning with wisdom and clarity. If the 3 days of darkness do occur, then our focus should be on spiritual, emotional, and mental preparation rather than physical survival alone. How we enter the darkness will determine how we emerge from it. First, we must master our mindset. Fear will be the greatest challenge, and the best way to overcome it is through faith, meditation, and grounding practices. Engaging in daily spiritual rituals such as journaling, breath work, and connecting with nature can help stabilize our energy and keep us centered during uncertain times. Rather than resisting, we must surrender to the flow of transformation. Second, our bodies must be in harmony with the Earth's shifting frequencies. Eating a clean, plant-based diet, staying hydrated, and limiting exposure to toxic influences can help ease the transition. Practices such as fasting, deep breathing, and spending time in silence can prepare us for the energetic recalibration that may take place. We must understand that this is not an event to fear, but a moment to embrace. If we approach it with the right perspective, and these 3 days can serve as a time of deep healing, spiritual downloads, and personal breakthroughs. The best preparation is not external, it is internal. The stronger our inner light, the less the external darkness will matter. If the 3 days of darkness are truly a transformational event, then what happens afterward? Many believe that a new era of human consciousness will begin, where old paradigms will fall away and new ways of living will take their place. Could this event mark the beginning of a golden age where humanity finally aligns with its highest potential? The earth itself is shifting. This much is clear. Whether through climate changes, energetic shifts, or cosmic cycles, something profound is unfolding. Erica Cooper suggests that what happens next depends on us. Will we use this moment as an opportunity for growth, unity, and wisdom, or will we resist the change and remain in old patterns? This is not an ending. It is a rebirth, and just like any birth, it requires pain, transition, and a moment of uncertainty before the new life begins. Those who embrace the shift with an open heart and open mind will find themselves stepping into a world unlike anything they've ever known.